KISS permits no promotional possibilities to slip away. This warehouse ships KISS t-shirts, hats, necklaces, buttons, belt buckles, jackets, pictures, and posters, tie-ins worth $3 million a year. The tie-ins also promote KISS records. In the business, this sort of thing is called, not without reason, exploitation. And there is the KISS comic book, a mighty seller, which appeals to even younger fans who don't buy records now but will later on. Look.
That blurb from NBC News 1978 is what I believe embodies what I like to refer to as the toy store magic of KISS. Welcome, fellow KISS fans. Welcome to It's All For You Demon, celebrating the fun of being a KISS fan. And tonight, we are talking that exploitation, the fun of toys. In particular, the 1979 Rub and Play transfer set. If you go back and watch that intro, you'll notice there was no KISS logo in that whole introduction. It's because I had my shirt on backwards. The logo was on the back. Kind of the day I'm having. The toys of the 1970s, in particular the late 1970s, were kind of wild. They were made for everyone and everything, from TV stars to comic books to cartoons to rock bands, and the products crossed the gamut. They made toys for everything. Take, for instance, this. The 1979 Incredible Hulk Spider-Man comic book toilet paper. You can read a comic book while you're taking a dumply. Or this, the 1980 Dukes of Hazzard flash gun. Hey, let's slap a Dukes of Hazzard sticker on a gun that's a flashlight. Kids will love that. It'll go great in their stockings. And then, when your favorite rock group of all time, your blood-spitting, guitar-smoking, comic book superhero rock stars, KISS, leap from the record store shelves into the toy store shelf, there is no finer day in toy store history. May I say, there may be no cooler toy from the late 1970s than the 1979 KISS Rub and Play Magic Transfer Set by Colorforms. But you do have to think, somebody at Colorforms was having a laugh naming a toy Rub and Play? The first time I ever came across the Rub and Play action figures was probably in 1993, and I saw them in a magazine and immediately fell in love with that cartoon fun of the box itself. To this day, I have never encountered a box of the Rub and Play in person. However, my love for this toy grows fonder each day. This is the Woolworths TG&Y Saturday morning Frankenberry cereal fun of the band, and I must obtain this box someday. I must obtain this. This is my white whale. Now, the thing about the Rub and Play transfer sets, not only KISS, but any Rub and Play transfer set, is that they are extremely hard or difficult to find unused, as these boxes came with cardboard action figures to pop out a rubbing stick and transfer paper of the action that you would rub onto the cardboard cutouts. This was a toy that was kind of a one and done. Once a kid played with it, you really couldn't do it again. And although the complete set escapes me, I was able to find the 1979 Rub and Play action figures, used, but nonetheless in all of their glory. Look at these things. These pieces are so much fun. It's like having a Saturday morning Kiss cartoon live and in your fingertips. Man. And maybe it's because I spent so many years knowing these existed and never seeing them. But these simply blow my mind. We've got a little Phantom of the Park action Paul there. Peter in his Return of Kiss pose. Actually, Gene and Ace, all in their 1979 Return of Kiss poses. I'm going to kind of go in a little close here so you can see, as I was mentioning before, this is where the transfer was done. If you can see that white mark next to Ace's boot. So those are the parts that are actually transferred on to the cardboard. I'm sure many a kid had to have the assistance of their parents, because I don't think the 1979 me would have a steady enough hand to complete the Rub and Play Magic Transfer task. If you think about it, the Rub and Play could be the last hugely mass merchandise toy from the band here in the United States. As in, after 1979, 1980, everything else went down under. Once again, my collecting standards are probably different than a lot of collectors, because I do not collect for value, I don't collect for resale, I don't collect for near mint in box. Nothing has to be perfect. In fact, sometimes the more something is used, played with, enjoyed, beat up, I kind of dig that more. I collect for what really warms my heart. And this Rub and Play Magic Transfer set is one of those things. And I thank you for hanging out with me today while I wax nostalgia about one of the pieces, one of those mystical pieces that have eluded me for all these years, that really, really warms my heart. Lastly, before I leave, I want to give a shout out to two people, Jeannie and Laura, who have shown support for this channel. I want to give you a Romper Room shout out. Large Marge, do you see? I see him. I see Jeannie. And I see Laura too. And I feel like a fool right now. Thank you for hanging with me. Take care. Be safe. And apparently, we're going to bed. Talk to you soon. Is the 1979 Is the 1979 I'm almost there. Is the 1979